And we're back, and I don't know how long this is gonna be because it's like Mustafar where I am and I don't have an air conditioner and it's hot in here. Come to think of it, we hadn't really decided what we were gonna make. Where'd my mouse go? Oh, okay. What should we make? What do you guys want? No, a lot of people probably can't eat that. It just doesn't seem like a party food, so that's probably not a good idea. I don't know what any of that is. Definitely I haven't had sukiyaki in a while, and everybody would be really happy with that. Okay, that settles it. Sukiyaki it is. We should also have some kind of appetizers, like some fried stuff or something. Sorry, Aza, let's make it Japanese. It would be a problem if nobody could eat it. Yoru, you look really sleepy. You were late for the club today, too. Yoru was late for the club, even though it was the day that we had scheduled to finish the glider. We can't use just the ordinary stuff. I mean, it would be better with more variety. We didn't really go all out, but it wouldn't have been proper with just cheap stuff either, so everything we wanted, we just tossed in the basket. Just the regular stuff, I guess. For now, let's just get a bit of whatever seems fitting. We need some Chinese cabbage and some chrysanthemum greens. Of course, those are vegetables too, right? So why are you trying to make the hot pot spicy? Push the cart around the store, tossing in whatever we needed. No way, habaneros do not go in sukiyaki. Got pretty much everything we needed, so we went up to the register and checked out. When we were leaving the store, I noticed that Aza looked really tired. You want to take a little break? Since we didn't really get a chance to rest in the store, we decided to take a short break on a bench. Luckily, there was room for all three of us. I'm gonna go get some ice cream. What do you guys want? That sounds so weird. So I took their orders and headed back into the store. Got the ice cream and returned to the bench. Sandwiched myself between Aza and Yoru, and the three of us sat on the bench side by side. Probably like $15 seeing the price of ice cream nowadays. That's alright, it's my treat. I'm your boyfriend, so I should try acting like it. Thanks. I opened the lid and extended my spoon towards the cup. I dug into the still hard ice cream and lifted it to my mouth. Coldness spread across my tongue. Oh? You too. My words warmed the depths of my heart. Even though we were in this strange relationship, they both seemed so happy, and I was delighted that they would say something like that.
輩のこともヨルちゃんのことも付き合いだして余計に好きになった気がするんです。以前よりもずっと。
Me too. It was really like that, but I guess it would have been kind of weird if it hadn't been. The two of them had abandoned their self-interests and now they just loved me sincerely. I was accepting their boundless love. I mean, it wasn't as if I shouldn't have liked them.
ずっとこうしてられたらいいですね。
Oh yeah, by the way, my recording thing is weird, so like you're gonna see like pop-ups like that, and if I have to change the screen, it's gonna be like that. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'll fix it later. Yo just suddenly blurted it out. Yeah, I know. I agreed with her.
ですね。
I also agreed. Always. I wondered if we would always be able to continue with things as they were. Somehow I felt like the two of them agreeing to go out with me might be just for the moment. When I thought about it this way, I felt like this time we had together was very precious.
はい、先輩。
I realized that the two of them were thrusting spoons full of ice cream in my direction.
せっかく3人カップルで食べてるんです。こういう食べ方良くないですか？
No, I don't like either of your flavors.
さてさて先輩は私とヨルちゃんどちらのアイスを食べてくれるのでしょうか？
Hold on, this is a little...
早く食べないとアイスが溶けちゃいますよ。さあ先輩、早く。
I thought about it for a bit and just opened my mouth wide.
2つともいっぺんに。お味はどうでしょうか、先輩。
Spicy and sweet. Oh well, I suppose I'll just think about what's to come when it comes. For the moment, I'm just gonna think about the great time I'm having right now. The Sukiyaki party was a great success. Oh, we didn't even need to see it. Good. When I thought about it, everyone had been busy with the club recently, and we hadn't had the time to just kick back and eat together. Turns out we had a lot to talk about. The conversation was lively as we celebrated the completion of the glider remodeling. We talked about what we've been doing lately and reminisced about all the hard work we put in thus far. We'd been working hard, and we were almost finished. Of course, the juiciest topic of all wasn't the club activities, but rather the love story unfolding between Azayoru and me. Oh well, I figured there was nothing I could do about that. No, actually, to be honest, I really wanted them to drop it.
じゃあお疲れ様。また明日ね。
Yep, see ya.
そういえば葵さ、さっきの話の続きなんだけど。
Oh.
やっぱいいや、今のなしで。
Okay, bye. What is it? You got me worried. Finish what you were saying.
葵ってさ、言ってしまえば恋人2人と
Oh no.
一つ屋根の下で生活してるわけでしょ。
That's right.
そのどこまで進展したのかなと思って。
We played some board games. Played the game of life all night long. Ugh. I unintentionally blew out of my mouth. What the hell are you asking?
だからなしって言ったじゃん。
No, that might be the case, but...
ちょっと気になっただけだよ。どうなのかなーって。さっき3人の話してたし。
Yeah. But even so, it still hasn't been that many days since we started dating. On top of that, we had a special relationship with the three of us dating at once. When we do things together, there's a limit to how much I could flirt. It ended at a kiss, I guess.
付き合い出す前にしちゃってたんだよね。キス。
We played board games.
何も進んでないっていうこと？
That's right.
はあ。案外ウブなんだね。
What do you mean naive? And also, what do you mean by unexpectedly?
いや、だって一緒に生活してたりしたら一気に進むもんだって妄想しちゃうというか。何してんのよこの変態。
No more like, what are you imagining, pervert?
まあいいや、わかった。じゃあ気になってたこともわかったし、 帰るとしますわ。
Okay, take care now.
葵こそ二人を襲わないように気をつけてね。ああ、この場合気をつけるのは二人か。
Yeah, whatever, enough already, just go home.
はいはい、バイバイ。
Ageha took off in the direction of her house. Well, even if we were trying to hide something, it would be difficult in the dorm. I don't know if I was ready to go far enough to meet Ageha's expectations, but I did intend to keep going out with the two of them.
また負けちゃった。
Maza was pouting. This game is almost entirely decided by dice. Just because you lost doesn't really mean... We've been playing the game of life that Aza brought over every night, and this was the 6th time already. Man, that sounds awful. Not to mention her 6th straight loss. Why don't you just bring, like, Dungeons and Dragons or something? Like, that can last a long time.
もう一回やりましょう。次こそは勝つから。でも姉さん、そろそろ寝る時間じゃない？いつも2回やったら必ず途中で落ちてるし。今日は頑張って起きてるもん。
Alright, come on, let's play one more game.
なんて予想通りの結末。
Somehow I knew it might be like this. Or you might say it was a bit too solid.
じゃ、今日はここまでですね。
Yep. Yoho and I put away the game.
では、私は姉さんを連れて部屋に戻ります。
Alright, sorry about everything.
いいえ、私の姉さんですし。
I would carry her back. They probably wouldn't tolerate me just casually carrying a sleeping girl through the hall. Yohu was used to it anyway. She ended up having to do it every night.
では、おやすみなさい先輩。良い夢を。
Yep, good night. Yohu left my room. I was ready for bed too. Well, that was a productive scene, wasn't it? I got ready for bed and I figured I should sleep, but right when I dove into bed, oh, something is gonna happen. That's not a good thing. We'll just keep going. Oh, who could it be at this hour? Come in.
どうも。
No. Oh, Yohu.
なんだか眠れなくって。すみません。退屈だったので遊びに来ちゃいました。
Was he just sleeping with the lights on? Is that so?
あ、すみません。お邪魔でしたか？
No, it's cool. Actually, I wasn't really all that tired myself.
そうですか。すみません。
For what? Yohu eagerly came into my room. You can sit here.
どうも。
I was sitting on the bed and Yohu sat next to me.
先輩は何をしてたんですか？
Not much, I guess. Getting ready for bed and just reading some manga.
そういえば、先輩の部屋って漫画多いですよね。
Yohu looked at the bookshelf. Yeah, I guess so. I've just been collecting them and somehow they just start to pile up like that. Do you read manga?
漫画はそんなに読みません。本は好きですけど。
Well, just as I suspected.
それって褒められてるんですか？
No, it's just that fits my impression of you. Actually, I read plenty of books at the secret base. What kind of books do you read?
普通ですよ。特に何ってわけでもないです。
That's not helpful at all.
流体力学についての研究書籍が多いですね。雑誌だと週刊ダイヤモンドはいつも買ってます。
Oh, that's fun. Sorry, but that stuff isn't normal. She was well beyond what I expected.
あとは詩集とか
Poetry
好きなんですよ。詩。
and
素敵な言葉の発見は心の栄養になります。中でも好きなのは昔祖父からもらったやつです。
I didn't really pin you as such a romantic.
案外って失礼ですね。私だってロマンチストですよ。
I had always thought of Yoru as the diametric opposite of a romantic, more of a die-hard realist, really. But since we'd been going out, somehow I had begun to see this new side of her. The more feminine part of her. was really cute.
先輩
You're
テストフライト成功するといいですね
gonna jinx it. And the real thing too. Now that I think about it, right now, it's just the two of us in this room. I realize this now of all times. That's right, we're all alone. Yep, you certainly are. Well, it's time to get back to our rooms and go to sleep.
そのどこまで進展したのかなと思って関係
I wonder what this uncomfortable feeling is. I noticed I was feeling tense. The situation with the two of us in my room made me panic. What? Why did that happen? Why did my mic make wind noises? I have to say something. Without noticing, both of us became silent. I wasn't sure what I should say in this situation. Sorry.
何がですか
I mean that I couldn't come up with anything amusing to say, even though you came to see me because you couldn't sleep.
いえ訪ねてきたのは私ですから
But at times like this, the man should be the one to keep the conversation going.
でも無理に来たのは私で
I guess somehow my own nervousness must have... Oh, okay. BN communicated to Yoru. Yoru also looked very strange. Her face had turned red and she looked like she couldn't quite relax. I had to come up with something interesting to say.
あの
Oh, I guess I'm supposed to say too.
どうぞ先輩
No, please, you go.
いやいや先輩こそ
No, no, you go.
じゃあそのお願いが
No. A favor?
キスをしてもらってもいいですか
What?
その本当はキスしてもらいたくて来たんです目をつむったら先輩のことばかり考えちゃってそれでお休みのキスとか欲しいなってそれで恋人だからそういうことやってみたいなって
We already did.
ダメでしょ
Didn't we? Was that her? I'm pretty sure it was her. No, actually, I
はい
Yoru turned to me and leaned forward a bit. She closed her eyes and moved her lips towards me. Pressed my lips against hers. Do I get a CG? No, I get weird noises, though. Thank you. Yep. It seemed like such a waste to just separate our lips immediately, so we continued to kiss for a while. But then it became hard to breathe.
先輩長い
Sorry, Kiss had ended, but our faces were still only inches apart, and we just continued to stare into one another's eyes. We were close enough that I could smell Yoru's shampoo. My chest was always stirred with a girl's scent. Okay, that's okay. It's kind of weird. As I continued to gaze into Yoru's eyes, I noticed that she looked as if she was inviting me to go further. But no, not that one. That one. Now I have a favor to ask. Can we do it again? Oh, yeah, see, here we go. Okay, my hotkeys don't work, so I can't switch back and forth between the game and this. We kissed again, but it wasn't that... Oh, okay. But it wasn't that great. Oh, that's nice. However, amidst the silence, it would have been more awkward not to. What? Amidst the silence, it would have been more awkward not to what? Kiss again? Oh, okay, I guess I get it. Yep, kiss noises. Oh my goodness, that is not a kiss noise. While we were kissing, I put my hand on Yoru's back. Yoru didn't resist and let me hug her. Yep, here we go. She didn't dislike it.
先輩
Yep, here's the music.
このままダメですか
Like this. Oh, yeah, she said, can we stay like this? I imagined the meaning of those words and got excited.
眠れなくなったり勉強してる時に集中できなくなったり
Guess I can do that.
先輩のこと考えるとモヤモヤしたり
I have to figure out what the problem is. I think the next one will be safe.
正直少しイラついてるんです邪魔だって
Irritated?
多分なんですけどそれは先輩と関係を進めたら解消できるんじゃないかってそんな気がしてだからその
You call that sexual frustration? Okay. Yeah, well, let's go back to the black screen. I like the black screen.
違います何ロマンチックな空気を壊そうとしてるんですか
Hold on, I'm gonna make a quick save and skip through some of this. Yeah, okay, there we go. We'll just skip through this and then go back to normal stuff. Still going. Oh, okay, it looks like it ended. Let's just get to the next scene though, so we don't have to talk about the aftermath.
なんだか
Click, click, click.
恥
Yep,
ずかしいです
Yep,
なんだか急
Yep,
に
you're sleepy. Yep, now we're both sleepy and we're both exhausted. So, yep, some time ago I remember reading somewhere that you get sleepy after that. You couldn't sleep right, and isn't now your chance? I guess so, then I'll go. I want to take a shower, but I'll do it first thing tomorrow morning. I'll do that too. My fatigue was rising rapidly. It seemed I might collapse if I let my guard down.
シャワー浴びてじゃあ
Anyway, she'll head back home. Okay. Okay. Well, then I'll be going. Bang.
夜ちゃんだけずるい
Oh no. It's not allowed. It's okay. Well, I think we're safe now, so. Naza.
姉さんどうしてここに
Rather, weren't you sleeping?
途中から話聞いてたけどそんな
Oh,
私に黙ってエッチなんて
okay.
いやだって黙っても何も成り行きでこうなっちゃっただけで
Naza, weren't you sleeping?
おトイレで目が覚めたら夜ちゃんがいなかったので
I see.
とにかくどんな理由にしろ夜ちゃんだけ先輩とエッチするのはずるいと思いますなので先輩
No.
私ともエッチお願いします
That's fine, but right now.
はい今からです
Right now it's already late at night and I'm sleepy and exhausted.
先輩は疲れてたら私のことなんてどうでもいいんですか眠いからって私を放って寝ちゃうんですか姉さんそんな大げさな息をくれるのは嫌ですそんな大げさな話じゃないと思うけど私は先輩とエッチがしたいです
Right now, can I do it? No, you can't. But just in case, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a quick save, and I'm gonna skip through this and see what happens. Okay, nothing happens. So let's. How do I do a quick real? Oh, yeah, well, actually, no. I should wait until I quick load. Yes. Okay. Well, it's there. Okay. There's nothing. Right now, can I do it? I'm tired from doing it earlier, so my body feels sluggish. It's already a good time to sleep. If I have sex right now, it'll be a problem tomorrow morning.
私だけ仲間外れなんて嫌ですせっかく3人で付き合うって決めたわけじゃないですかですから
Especially? I don't think especially. I think you should, if you take that E out, I think it looks a bit better, doesn't it?
というか2人がずるいんです私を置いてエッチしちゃうなんて
I guess it's true when she puts it that way. Going out with both of them, so the first time is something important. Letting myself get carried away and ending it simply without saying anything was something I felt I shouldn't do. That Naza was probably jealous too.
迷惑なことを言ってるって かったは言いますけど。
As it adds with the usual feeling of reservation. No, this is certainly... I understand, I'm sorry, you're right, let's do it.
本当ですか？大丈夫なんですか？先輩。
Well, if I do my best, maybe. I'm not very confident. Looks like my whole body's going to be in pain tomorrow.
じゃあ、服脱ぎますね。
From what I saw, nothing happened, so I'm gonna make a quick save. Aza shows a big smile and starts stripping. Okay, well, you know what? Just in case. I don't think it's gonna last long. Just in case. I'll have to work hard from here on out, but I'm glad I get to do it. And we're going to a black screen, okay? Well, let's see what the aftermath of the black screen is. Alright, yep, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, looks like we're safe. I think those days were precious. The form of our relationship was unique and maybe hard to understand from the outside, but we were all happy. The three of us loved each other and recognized our jealousy, affection, and everything else. There's probably some disapproval with our sort of relationship. What's wrong with two-timing anyway, what? I did a good job not caring until then, but I'd come to question why society nowadays wouldn't recognize two-timing. Is this two-timing? I feel like two-timing is when you have someone, you go and get someone else, like, without either of their permission. This one is, like, it's not really, I wouldn't call it two-timing. One day I'll make society recognize two-timing, that's what I thought, okay. Back to the main subject. Anyway, to me this relationship was something wonderful, and naturally with the activities in the soaring club, it was the absolute best. Something you couldn't buy with money in the brilliant days of youth. And while living those precious, brilliant days, the day of our test flight finally came. The way he was talking made that sound like an epilogue.
いよいよですね。
Yep. Yep, here we go. We could call this a rematch from last year, a chance for revenge. This year we'll show them we can make it.
モーニンググローリーですか？
That was exactly why I'd been working so hard. So the first order of business was that we needed to have a successful test flight that day.
これが新型。
Mom and I hadn't checked it since we had remodeled it, so she was rushing over to watch.
よし。じゃあ行きましょうか、先輩。
This was the first time I'd flown with Yoru. Anyway, I was the pilot, but Kotori proposed a game of rock, paper, scissors to see who would get to ride in the other seat. And who would win but Yoru. So he didn't let her win, I see. I said that while looking over towards Aza, who was taking care of the winch along with Kotori.
なんとなくたまには勝ってみようかなと。
Yoru cracked a wry smile. Hey, don't worry about it, you know, I'll give you a ride later. Alright, you take care of that winch now.
はい、こちら準備 OK です。
Did he just yell that from the cockpit to the winch way over there? Okay.
頑張ってきてね、葵くん。
I mean, like, it doesn't sound like they're talking through the walkie-talkie. You can usually, like, there's usually that distortion. Aza and Kotori, the winch operators, waved from far off. I raised my hand to reply, and then closed the canopy, and immediately began to prepare for takeoff.
いってらっしゃい、葵。
Yeah, see, listen how muffled she is.
夜ちゃんもたくさん飛んでくるんだぞ。
There's a different kind of muffled when talking over the walkie-talkie.
頑張ってな。
Took off into the sky with everyone watching. It's awfully quiet. There we go. Okay, that was weird. We took off without a hitch and whizzed through the air. The hull stabilized quickly and I switched to natural flight. But I didn't lose my focus. Continued with the tests in that tense state all the while paying close attention to the craft.
空。
Yep, sky.
こんなに小さいもので空を飛んでるとなんだか変な感覚ですよね。
No, it's not like in an airplane. You feel like the sky is right there next to you.
はい。とっても空が近いです。
It's almost like you're swimming in a vast ocean, that kind of feeling. Yep, it sure is air.
今 地上に姉さんたちがいるんですよね。
Well, that's because we're flying. What's up?
いいえ、今の私たち見上げられてるんだなって。
Did you mean some kind of offensive remark?
違います。もっとセンチメンタルな発言です。孤独な鳥は高くを飛びます。孤独な鳥は仲間を求めず、同類さえ求めません。何色にも染まらず、くちばしを天に向け、優しい歌を歌うのです。
What was that?
サンファン・デラクルス、スペインの詩人の言葉です。
Yoru had said that she liked poetry.
このグライダーは孤独な鳥です。きっと誰かに見上げられてるんです。そう考えれば少しはソアリングにも意味が見出せそうな気がします。
That's difficult. I guess I don't really understand.
何にせよ、私がこの部活に価値を見出せようとしているってことです。
Yoru said things like that, almost like a song. Well, you're only assigning that value to it in retrospect. Like I said, I like it because I like it now. Because I like it now, since you're starting to like the club, you have to go and define its value in terms of some theory or something. Maybe that's not at all, huh?
先輩は本当に恥ずかしい人ですね。
Huh? I'm still me?
でもそんな先輩がやっぱ嫌いじゃないです。
After that, I repeated the test flight with the other members. I wanted to collect as much data about the glider as possible then to prepare for the production.
どうしたの朝、降りてきてからずっとぼーっとしてるけど。感動して喋れなくなっちゃったんだって。なるほど、空の刺激が強すぎたのね。
Masa was just looking up at the sky, blinking her eyes with an ecstatic expression on her face. She's been like that from the moment of takeoff. Doesn't look like she's likely to come back for a while.
まったく姉さんたら大げさなんだから。
You're in pretty high spirits.
先輩、
What?
妹もなんだかんだでお子ちゃまね。誰がお子ちゃまですか。そうやって挑発してくる先輩こそお子ちゃまです。なんですって。
Ow, wait, hold on. Okay, well, I understand what it's going to. I think I know what happened. Yeah, that's supposed to be Kotari, I'm pretty sure. The person who made this is bad with names, because I see Yoru and Aza mixed up a lot.
これで全員1回ずつ乗ったことになるのかな。
Seems like it.
今日はずいぶんいっぱい飛んだな。
And I want to go up just one more time.
そうか、葵くんは元気だな。
My stomach grumbles. I really should have eaten the lunch I packed this morning, but apparently my stomach is pretty empty. Let's go for some lunch when I get back. I'll treat you. Please just wait one more time. When I first got my license, I was taking the glider out frequently, but now for a while things have been different, as a simulator can only really give you a sort of a feel for the controls.
うん、わかった。待ってる。葵くんのご飯は美味しいからな。でも追い風出てるし気をつけるんだぞ。
It's okay, there's still plenty of time. I want to go ahead and do it now. I felt like I could recover my skills quicker if I went for it now. I really felt like I could get back my touch from earlier on.
じゃあ私もう一度乗ろうかな。
I'm sorry, but I want to take this last run on my own. I just want to try and keep a little more focused. Really, the one thing I kind of changed the balance of it like a little bit.
うん、わかった。
Sorry for taking this one myself.
大丈夫。頑張ってきて。んじゃあウィンチの準備しよっか。
Who else is going to? Yeah, please, it's rough being the leader's slave, huh?
いえいえ、頑張りましょう、葵くん。
So So again, I prepared for takeoff, facing the last test flight of the day. Closed the canopy, held the controls, and signaled coterie. I wasn't the least bit nervous. The aircraft was pulled forward by the massive force of the winch, and the glider accelerated straight away. I could hear the sound of the tires inside the aircraft over all the vibrating and rattling. I carried out every single step in the takeoff procedures reflexively without thinking. Alright. I left the ground, and as I increased the angle, I gained altitude. Alright, just like so. Never suspected. Convinced myself that I could take off successfully, even without telling myself don't screw up. That means I may have been negligent. Wind. There was an unexpected gust of wind. It was a strong tailwind, which Omnite just told you about. With that, I might not be able to guarantee the altitude I intended. Surely it wouldn't lead to this much of a problem. Huh? In an instant, there was an impact like I had never experienced before. The glider, which should have been climbing, lost all its momentum. It was as if it had come to a stop in the sky. Immediately realized what had happened. Before I could soar into the sky, the cable had come loose. And then went into a dive. Couldn't judge the altitude of the glider and felt like I was just dropping towards the ground. The aircraft was tilted parallel to the current. The wings grabbed the wind trying to maintain the angle, but I wasn't high enough. I felt my stomach shrinking with anxiety. Something strange welled up inside me, and I felt like I might vomit out of fear. No way, this isn't the time to panic. Winch travel is just part of flying. Somehow I gotta get control of the aircraft. I just immediately shifted to a gliding pitch, but I was still too low, and when I did, I found myself nearing the ground. Did you release the winch yet? I pulled back on the controls reflexively. The aircraft tilted precariously in a sudden lurch. I realized the main wing had hit the ground at full momentum. After contacting the ground, the aircraft bounced repeatedly, my field of vision was shaking, and I realized that I was spinning. I was looping around on the ground, drawing arcs in the dirt. After a while, the vibration and spinning subsided. Is it over? I was so relieved. I felt such a sense of security, like I'd been saved. I could hear Yohu's voice outside the aircraft. It seems like they were worried and came running after the glider. Holy crap, she's enormous. Look how enormous she is in this. I could hear her desperately calling me. And I just didn't have the strength left to respond. At that point, I lost consciousness. That was a happy transition. Well, I think that's a nice place to end it, so thank you for watching, and goodbye.